Let's see, what's this that I haven't sent? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. This is very detailed. Oh, really easy? That's awesome. Did you miss the night rain? Yeah, night rain resumes later. Okay, okay. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get this done. Hmm. You were starving for damage? That's unfortunate. Yeah. Night rain giveth, night rain taketh away. Okay. I am setting up for a tea party, apparently. So give me a minute. New fruit. Put that down here. Image. Okay, let me put this back on. You would like Earl Grey? That would be nice. Yeah, setting up for my tea party. Okay, what we got? Oh. I had to figure out how this works. So we got this one. Oh, okay. I get it. So I need scene 2. Da, 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 da. I can't read. I looked at something and was like, I have no idea what that is. It's a Steam code. Steam code. Are you okay, streamer? You're not okay. It's gonna be okay, though. There. So I want 2. Monster of Mangoes, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you, thank you. So this one goes first. Wait, why did that end up... Why is it when I make a new group, it doesn't actually put that group where I want it to be? Okay. Wait, it's not perfect. Hold on. I can change it. I can fix it. Wait, why would you do that one? Block that. I do that. I like live dancing in the middle of nowhere again. Alright, add image. There. That probably works. I think that fits. Hey, Penumbra, welcome! Radio Gaga. Okay. This is Kamimi stuff. I can't take credit for this. Radio Gaga. Okay. So this one goes here. That actually worked quite well. This feels like something Kamimi would use, right? It's so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Intricate. Classy. I like how these kind of just go in where they should be and I don't have to mess with them. There. Oh, and I should mess with a little bit? Oh yeah, hold on. There. And then this one... There. There. Everything goes in on the top layer first, so I just have to fix it. Hello, Doc. Thank you for the 4 months. Thank you, thank you. I think I'm gonna have to put me over here. And then... Oop. Don't tell her I did that. Perfect. Oh, I have to restart VTube Studio because I run it offline. Hold on. Yep. Very well, chat. Is this Bon Jovi or a Bon Jovi like? You get that disrespect for Bryan Adams out of your fucking mouth right now. Were the best days of my life. Alright. Don't think the room name matters. Just that. was the summer of 69. Visible Labs Enjoyer, thank you for the 7 months. Thank you, thank you. And that one Canadian guy, thank you for the 29 months. Alright. Oh no, I make Camilla tiny. There we go. Perfect, okay. Hello?
Hello?
Hi!
Hello!
Hello! I set it all up!
Limes.
It looks so pretty.
Oh, thank you. I looked at your stream and you set it up perfectly. Good job.
Thank you. I was like, oh, there's
did a
even like a
splendid job.
guide just in case I accidentally move something. This is great.
Yeah. They did a really good job getting it ready for me and stuff. I really like how it came out.
It's amazing.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Yay! Oh my god, so tell me, you did get iced tea?
I got bubble tea because the places that did iced tea were kind of meh. So it's technically tea. It's actually green tea with like cream on it. So it's tea. It's just cold. It's not milk tea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, they're saying you're a bit quiet. Let me fix that first.
Ow.
Ow. Is she better now, chat?
Hello. Hello.
It good? What?
No, $350 fine. You'll never catch me.
$50 fine immediately. Stat, give us all your money. Arr. This is a stick up. Put your hands up. Maybe a tad bit more. Okay, here I go.
Okay.
Limes,
Yes.
say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Dang, you say it with so much poise. It's quite lovely.
It's like one of those trigger words, makes me go British because of Mary Poppins.
Oh my goodness. They were saying earlier, because we didn't have each other on Steam, that I was British erasure, which...
Fake friends. Big Mac, thank you for the 3 months.
Unbelievable. I love bubble tea though.
Yeah.
You should enjoy that.
Yes, I will. I was gonna do like proper tea. I have this really nice one that is also, it's like decaf and prep for bed relaxation tea. It's really nice, but then I was like, I can't bring myself to boil the kettle when like everything in here is on fire. I was like, no, I'm okay.
Yeah, you're gonna turn your place into an oven at that point.
Thank you. Pretty much, yeah. Earlier I was playing games yesterday, and like even without actually opening any games up, my CPU was like, bro, it's fucking hot in here. I don't know if I can. Leave me behind.
Dude, oh my god. And it probably doesn't help that your PC is on and you're streaming as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's like, it's 30 outside, and then like every bit of heat in the room from the computer, it's probably closing in on 40 plus in here, and it's just like,
oh goodness, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. I actually, it pushed me. I've actually booked in like a consult to have like air conditioning installed, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it fast. So it's because like, you know, literally everyone's going to be panicking and doing that.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah. I really hope you get it soon. That'll be lovely, dude. Oh
Thank
man.
you. Yeah,
It'll
would
certainly
really
be
appreciate
worth
it.
the wait too.
Yeah, because even if it's like not for exactly right now, I go through this every year, and then summer finishes. Like we get like 2 weeks of really hot weather, but it's absolutely intolerable. So what I'm like, I can't do it now because everything's too booked and I won't be able to get it installed. Okay, I'll do it in the off season. And then the off season hits and I'm like, it's not worth it. We had 2 weeks of summer, and then summer hits again and I'm like, oh, you fucking moron, why didn't you do it?
Maybe I should have.
Maybe I should have done it.
Yeah. You don't realize how bad it is until you're actually experiencing it. Oh my.
Yeah, we're kind of used
Dude.
to like 21 being the absolute peak of summer, so the last few years
Mm.
where we're getting like 30 to almost 40 degrees is just like, please, no, I don't like it anymore.
I
Jeanette,
understand.
thank you for the 15
I
months. Thank
live in a
you.
very very hot state too, so
Oh,
I get it. It's horrible. I live in the desert, and
oh,
oh, the worst ever experience that I had once was when we were living in a smaller, humble abode.
mm-hmm.
And my room was very tiny. So when I was living in this state with the small room playing VR, and your
Yeah.
computer heats up like an actual microwave. Oh, limes, it was
I
horrible.
bet. No, I
Oh
remember
god.
at least when I was in America, like it was kind of weird because essentially I went to LA during AX, and it was kind of
Yeah,
like, yeah, it was kind of like you basically just kind of sprinted from building to building where the air conditioning was. So it was like air conditioning,
right.
I'm cool and comfortable. You go outside and be like, ugh, and walk
Oh,
as quickly
wow.
as you could to wherever you were supposed to be going, and then back in the air conditioning again.
Yeah, yeah. I recently experienced a similar thing to that. So
Mm.
I went to Disney recently for the very
Mm.
first time.
Did you have
Yeah.
fun?
Oh, it was so delightful. I had such a great time, dude. It really is so magical. Like,
Mm, mm.
hmm, I never really really understood the hype of Disney again
Mm-hmm.
until I went there, and then I was like, "Whoa, this is really cool." And being that it was in Florida,
Mm.
you would think that being in Arizona, it probably is the worst. But wow, heat with humidity on top of it. Oh
Yeah,
man.
that's the killer. You kind of like when it's hot enough here because we get like 60 to 80% like a lot of the
Yep.
time. And so like when it's hot here, you are like, I'm breathing in, and it just kind of feels like you're trying to breathe in moisture, and
Yep.
if it's disgusting. Like you
It's
just
almost suffocating.
yeah, you feel like you're kind of oozing and it's gross. But I want to go to Disneyland. I've only ever been to the Paris one when I was a kid, but
Oh,
yeah, I follow Jenny Nicholson, and she's like a huge Disney enthusiast. And
yeah.
like she goes to the parks all the time, and she knows all the stuff behind, like, what happened to animatronics and all of like the actual
Mm,
behind the scenes things like that. And it's like,
yeah.
man, it's really cool that there's that kind of like community around it, and I want to just experience it and
Mm.
see what like they really love.
It really is a community. Yeah. It's super 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 cool, and there's so many content creators who genuinely just wrap their content around Disney because
Yeah.
there's so much to do. It
Mm-mm.
never ends, and it's always changing, and it's so beautiful. I really
Yeah.
do recommend you go sometime. It's lovely.
I will. Yeah, the things that I want to do when I go to America next, I want to go to Disney, and I
Yeah.
also want to go to the San Diego Zoo. I want to go to the San Diego Zoo so bad. It looks
Oh,
amazing. I had a virtual
yeah.
walk around there, and it was like there was so much stuff. It was so good. I want to go.
Yeah, it's super cool. I've heard
Oh,
so much
sorry. Thank you
about
for the
it
four
too. I've never
months.
went either, but I've heard how wonderful it is over. There's so much to see.
Mm mm
Oh
mm.
man, US is pretty cool. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuffs over here,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Mm, yeah.
The zoo that I go to most because I have a membership is the London Zoo, and that's nice. But they have it's like built next to Regent's Park, a big park essentially, and a lot of their
Yeah.
buildings are listed, protected, and stuff like that. So they can't actually expand much and add many things. So it's a
Mm,
little bit small, and sometimes the exhibits are kind of like suffering slightly. So it's
yep.
like I want to go to the really good ones. The one here in the UK is Chester Zoo, and it's like,
Chester.
yeah, it's apparently the best one here, and it's
Wow.
incredible. And I've done Keeper for a Day before, which is where you go to the zoo and you get to pretend to
Uh,
be a zookeeper, and they lead you around and get you to do some of the chores, which honestly is a great scheme for them because they get you to do stuff like mucking out rhinos and like having to hose down their stalls, and you pay them for that, which is like, wait a second, scam. But no,
wait a minute.
it's really cool though, because you get like after we mucked out the rhinos, the keeper called him over, and we got to give him like under chin scritchies and touch his horn, and he was like a big rhino puppy. It was so
What?
cool. Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and then Chester Zoo is so big that they actually do keep a for a day, but they separate it into like 4 or 5 different ones, and you can pick if you want to like work with like carnivores or bugs or whatever you want, which I thought was
Yeah.
very cool, and I want to do that. But I think the Predator one is like
Oh.
sold out for like forever because everyone wants to do the Predator one.
Everyone wants to. Oh man. Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Did you end up giving him scritches?
I gave him scritches. Yeah, there's a video of me and I kind of like I pet his horn and I scritch him under his chin and then you can feed him lettuce and he just goes blip.
Oh my god, that's so adorable.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
such
it
a
was
lucky
so
person. Ew. Okay, so actually, I'd love to ask you, since I am going to London soon,
You're coming to
if you could, yes, yes,
What?
I'm coming for my birthday.
Can I can
Yes.
come and say hi and maybe we could go to London Zoo or eat ramen or drink bubble tea
Yeah?
or one of these things.
Yeah?
I'm so
would
close to
love to.
London. It would be wonderful.
I would love to. Yeah, I'll make a day for you. So
Yay!
essentially, I'm going with my family, and we're basically doing like a tour of Europe, but London included. So it's like we're doing London, and then we're gonna go
Oh.
to Italy, and then France, and then all over the place. So because
That's
we've never
cool.
been to any of those places, so it'll be really fun. And oh my gosh, if you'd love to, I'd make a day for you for sure.
Yeah, I would really, really
Yeah.
love to. That'd be so cute. And it's
Yeah.
it's kind of funny. You'll be the second person that I met when they were in the city
Wow.
with their parents, because I met Criken last year when he came over with his family, and I didn't specifically go to meet his family, but he
Yeah.
was like, "Yo, do you want to hang out?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Okay, think of something cool that we could do." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And then I found that there was this exhibit where they were doing like moving interactive experience versions of classical paintings. So they were basically taking
Yeah.
like a classical painting, like a boat on the sea, and then turning like
Oh.
making the sea into the entire room, and it would feel like you were like being tossed around on the wave. It was very cool. So I was like, let's
Wait,
do
that is
that.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really neat. And then I was like, let's do that. And then Criken's parents were like, wow, that sounds cool. We might go too. And then so the very first time I met Criken, we were sitting like
Yeah.
looking at these like experiencing this painting thing, and his parents like entered the room and they were like, hi, and it was like, hey.
Hey, what's up?
So, it's like
How does it go, party people?
yeah, it's like, hi, Criken's parents. I'm on the internet. I'm an anime girl.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm sure they've probably heard of that. Like knowing
think
Kraken,
so,
he's probably
yeah.
told them about all sorts of things.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, how fun though. That sounds very cool. Yeah, I was gonna ask you like what you think is like the coolest thing to do in London as someone who hasn't been there before.
So there's all kinds of things. Like some people go for like more touristy things. I definitely recommend the museums. They're all really cool.
Yeah.
The aquarium is nice. The only problem with it is it's again because it's in London, in central London. They don't have that much footprint, so it all goes underground, which is fine. But a lot of it is like
Yeah.
one-way tunnels. And if you go on a day when there's lots of kids, like 90% of it is parents holding their kids up to the glass and their kids basically licking the glass, and then their parents smacking the glass and screaming, and then like in the middle of the floor there's this kid lying down having a tantrum and you have to kind of awkwardly walk around them. So aquarium maybe, and then right across from the aquarium there's Shrek's dungeon, which I think is the funniest thing in the world. No, it's there's the Shrek experience, and then there's the London dungeon.
I just had a vision. I don't know why. I had a vision of us being there and you holding me up and me licking the glass.
I mean, that'd be impressive because I'm only 4'11". Let's find someone else to hold both of us up, and it'll be fine.
Yes, yeah. I hold on. I need to DM you before I mention this thing.
Okay. I like your keyboard sound. Clicky.
Oh, I thank you. It's quite creamy, isn't it?
What are those switches, girl? Do you know?
I think they were Black Reaper switches. Yeah.
I like keyboards.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say when I remember when we met in California, we were pretty much almost the same height.
Yeah, I think
So-
so. Yeah.
I do think you were slightly shorter than me though. So maybe I'm the one lifting you up.
Okay, okay. What we could do is we could be 2 VTubers in a trench coat, and then between us both, we will be actually like normal size, and people will think that we're adults. It'll be fine.
We go up to the entrance. One ticket, please.
One ticket for me. I am an adult, and I definitely need an adult size ticket, please.
And they were like, you have a specific or a quite long trench coat there. What's that about?
I'm cold in the summer.
Yeah, it's quite cold. Don't mind me, people. Oh god, that'd be hilarious.
But yeah, I definitely
man.
recommend that. So aquarium museums, the museums are usually like very low cost to get in, which is nice.
Right.
London Zoo is really good to go at least once. They have lots of talks there, which is really cool. If you book in advance, you can do things like meet the meerkats, and you can actually like go in and the meerkats will jump onto your lap, and the keepers will put food.
Meerkats?
Yeah, the keepers will put food in your hands and stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna go find a picture of when I did it, and I'll send it to you. I think I removed my face from it, so it's fine.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
going looking. But yeah,
Sure
it's
thing.
lots of really cool stuff like that. Also, not that I'm playing music because that would be illegal. It keeps stopping, and I'm not sure why. That's weird.
Are you playing it through Spotify?
Yeah.
It must be your. Okay, so this is how it works. So if your Discord is picking up your mic for 30 seconds, like if you're talking for 30 seconds, Spotify will think that you're restreaming the music through your microphone. So it'll automatically stop.
Really? Oh, I've never had
Yeah.
that happen before. Fuck you, Spotify.
Yeah, because they because they don't want people streaming music for free to other people.
That's fair
Yeah,
enough. That's
so-
fair enough.
Yeah.
You can actually, if you want, you can show that picture to your channel because, like, I cut out anything particularly identifying in it. But yeah, no, you're right though. It
I
stopped
s-
again. Fuck you, Spotify.
I see your shoes. I
My
know exactly who you are
shoes.
now. Her. Okay, let me show them. Oh my god, it's so cute! A little baby. Okay, let me
My
take
chat's
a
seen
look
it
at
before.
your chat. So pretty. Little baby animal. Oh, he's so gorgeous.
But yeah, definitely recommend that. That's always really, really fun.
Yes, I love meeting animals. I don't do it often. I really should.
Well, if we like when we do London meetup, I would be happy to do
Yes.
that. That would be fun. I
That'd be
always
so great.
yeah, that would be exciting. I love doing that.
I would absolutely, and we could get boba tea together in person.
We could. There's a bubble tea shop on the way to the zoo, which is one of my favorites. So that would be great.
Oh, we are certainly making a pit stop there
Hell yeah.
for sure. I'm excited. Oh my goodness. Ah, I love zoos. I think part of the reason why we hardly ever went to zoos was because my parents are very, 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 very prone to allergies from animals. So if they even get a whiff of the zoo, they'd be sneezing, coughing. It's really bad. So we hardly ever went to zoos growing up. Yeah.
I see.
And they're so sensitive too that I wasn't even allowed to go on field trips because you know when you're walking throughout the zoo, the smell might get on you. So if I came home with it, they would also get very
right.
susceptible to it. Yeah. So I really want to see animals. It'd be really pretty snazzy.
Yeah, that would be
Oh.
nice. That always makes me happy. I would love to do that.
Yeah. Do you have pets?
I do. I had ferrets. The last one passed away last year, unfortunately. But now I have 2 Pomeranians. They're very annoying.
Tell me about them.
Tell you about them. Okay, their names
Yes.
are Leon and Wesker. They are named for Leon S. Kennedy and Albert Wesker in the Resident Evil series.
Resident Evil.
Yeah. And
That's so good.
their names are kind of weird because I would say at home Wesker is nicer than Leon, which would be backwards. But when it comes to strangers, Leon is much nicer to strangers than Wesker is. Wesker is like fuck off, which is kind of funny. But he loves everybody. He has so much love to give, but he doesn't trust strangers. So he's like his own worst
Right.
enemy because
Oh my
sometimes
God.
he sees someone that he thinks looks cute. and he'd like to get to know them, but he doesn't want
Yeah.
them. Like he gets anxious. So what happens is he waits for them to walk by, and then he turns around and he sniffs. Like he like walks up behind them and sniffs. But if they were then
Yeah.
to turn around and acknowledge him, he would freak out and bark at them. And it's like he's like, I wish to say hello, but do not perceive me.
Do not perceive
Do
me.
not
yeah.
perceive.
The baby don't like the attention.
No.
He's just curious, but he like the attention.
The anxious dog.
Oh,
Okay,
little
let me.
anxious dogger.
This is Leon, my puppy. And
Leon.
then let me go find Wesker.
Can I show these?
Yes, of course. Here's another
Oh my
one of him
God.
where you can actually see his face.
Whoops. Whoops. Okay, there.
And
All
then
right.
this is both of them. Wesker's in the background and Leon's in the front in this one. And this
Oh, these are so cute. These photos. Ah!
and this is Wesker after a groom.
Oh my God, they're so precious. Oh my God, they're baby. Oh my God. I need to show that picture after the groom treatment. Hold on. Okay, I have to save them and then I drag them. Beep.
Let me also find a
Look
couple
at
pictures of my ferrets because I love them too. I actually have like a whole reference folder for them because I put them in pieces of art and stuff. So I just have all their pictures collected.
Oh, that's so cute. I love ferrets. I love them so much. When I
Me
was a kid and I used
too.
to see them in pet adoption centers and stuff, I always wanted to adopt them, but again, because my parents can't handle them.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, being rodents, I think they're a little bit more thinkier, but I don't care. Well, my parents did care, so I could never. Oh, ferrets are the most cutest animals.
They are. Okay, I have ferret pictures for you. So this is my very first ferret. I love how Google does not let me right-click save. It's just like, no, you must hit the download button. Okay. This is my very first ferret. His name was Sky. And the breeder that I got him from was a video game player. So he's actually from the Legend of Zelda litter. And he was Skyward Sword. They were all named after Zelda games, which I thought was very cute.
That is very, very, very cute. That is so cute. The little backstory. Oh my God, check it out. Look at him.
And then...
Look at the baby.
This one is... Here we are. Get this one too. It's like...
They are all baby.
If I try and right-click, it's like, you want to add a comment to this photo? No, I want to fucking copy it. Alright, here we go. This is Pikmin. He was from the Pikmin litter. his
Pikmin!
Yeah, his name Pikmin.
Oh my gosh. Oh my, I am literally, it hurts to smile almost. I can't get over these.
And
Look
then-
at this one. Their faces are just so precious. I can't explain it. I really cannot.
They're like, they always have this little, like, they look a little bit, I don't know. It's like mischief and also kind of like a little bit grumpy, but not like super grumpy. It's hard to I know what you mean. They have like, oh, I thought there's a
It's just
picture
so
of them
perfect.
kissing. And let me find a nice picture of Nero.
And also, on top of being really cute, they're very long.
They are
long boy. Long man.
So this is Nero. This is my Angora ferret, which means he has like a long coat. And this is him giving Pikmin a kiss.
Oh my God, I need to show you guys this right now. I'm naming it Keith. Okay. Keith. Deep. And then this is the Keith. Look at them, they smooching. And then check this guy out. One could even cry with how precious they are.
They are very gorgeous. And then this is my smoldering boy Atreus, who is named for God of War.
Wait, that is such a cool name.
Yeah, I like his name.
Whoa!
He got to smolder.
He got the smolder, but he's so put together. Look at him. The second photo, his hands are together. He looks very classy. Check this guy out. Look at him.
It's all a trick because he had hypothyroidism, which is kind of cool because I also have hypothyroidism. So it was like snap. And yeah, no, he got very overweight at one point, and he would like try
Oh,
and go in. He
baby.
would try and go into the tunnels that the other ones went into, and his butt would get stuck because he was too fat. And it was just like he was like, "Take me seriously, I am a regal boy." And meanwhile, he's like wobbling along. It's like, bro, we got to get your medication checked.
Poor baby. He got a dumpy.
He
He
did
can't
have dumpy.
control it.
And then this boy, I'm gonna go find his baby picture as well because his baby
Okay.
picture is important. But this is this
Oh,
one.
they're very important.
Yeah, this one was Kovu, and he was born premature, which meant that he had some like his legs are too short and his face is smooshed, and he was very tiny when he was born. But
Oh,
he was very
my.
cute, and he didn't have a proper connection between his brain and his legs, so he couldn't. Specifically, his left hand side was weak, which meant that when he tried to walk in a straight line, he couldn't tell that his left legs weren't like propped up properly, and he would just walk in circles.
He's so perfect.
He's perfect, perfect just the way he was.
He's so perfect, and oh, the little tongue.
Yeah, I'm gonna go digging. There's a picture of him because he started out smaller than all of his siblings, and there's a picture of him like falling asleep next to a rattle toy, and he's like barely bigger than it. And it's so cute. I'm gonna go looking for that.
Oh my god, microscopic.
He was
Microscopic baby.
I wasn't supposed to get him, but then the lady that reserved him was mad that he wasn't gonna get big, and she backed out of buying him, and I was like, the fuck? And so I got him. But it was kind of funny because he was preemie and had all these issues and stuff. The breeder was like, I'm not gonna charge you money for him. He's yours. Just take him. So he became mine.
You know what? It's probably everything happens for a reason. It's so much better that you were chosen to be his mommy.
Oh, here it is.
That's an evil lady.
So this isn't him next to the rattle, but this is him being held up by the breeder. He's so tiny. Okay. I can't find the rattle picture, but...
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Chat, look at the scritches. The scritches, baby.
He's very scrungly.
Is scrunkly boy. He is.
Yeah.
I'm so delighted you are showing me all these photos. Like this
I'll talk about my ferrets forever, dude. I love them.
I literally do not mind at all. Like anything you'd love to gush about, I'd love to hear about it. It is so cute, and it's so it's just it brings me so much happiness, and I'm sure it's bringing happiness to everyone here too.
I hope.
I love it.
Thank you for the 4
years. My
Thank
goodness.
you.
Are these all your pets, or have you had others?
Those were the pets that I've had within the last few years, but then we can go back further. And I talked to my stream about him lately, but we rescued a little. He was a Staffordshire Bull Terrier puppy, and my brother's friend had bought him because he wanted to look tough, essentially. You know, the typical story. And then he took this puppy and he put him on the back of a motorcycle, like he put him in a bag, and then he hung the bag on the back of a motorcycle and drove across town. And this puppy was fucking terrified. And then the guy's landlord said no. So he put the puppy back on the fucking bike and drove across to us and was like, what do I do with this puppy? And we were like, okay, you're gonna give it to us. And this was when I was living with my parents, and we were gonna give him to us, and you don't get him back. Yeah, you don't get him. You don't get him back. So this was him on the first night. He had fleas, but he wouldn't get off my lap. So it was like, okay, fine, you just stay on my lap, I guess. And he was scared, and I had to the shirt that I'm wearing in that picture. I had to put that in his bed so that he would actually sleep.
Oh my god, that is the cutest thing on planet Earth. Are you kidding me? So that he can have your scent, right? Oh.
And then this was
so cute.
Yeah, and then we flea treated him and made him feel better. And then this was him roaming around the garden.
Oh my gosh.
His name was Yan.
Look at Yan, everybody.
He's sweet baby boy.
So happy. He little happy baby. He trotting along the grass. Oh, so cute.
But yeah, so essentially we were just like, you know, you you don't have a place to like put this dog, and the guy was like, no. So he was like, yeah, you just take him. And we were like, okay. And he was like, I'll try and find like a different place to be. And we're like, okay. But he was never gonna. And then he was like, okay, I didn't find anywhere. It's like, yeah, okay. So we were gonna keep him, and then we fostered him, and then adopted him out.
Oh,
Yeah.
precious.
I would have liked to keep him, but
precious.
I was going to university, and my parents were like, we're not gonna keep a third dog. And I was like, you could though. I miss him.
Yeah. There was like I had a friend recently tell me such a lovely thing that like has stuck with me for a long time. But like if you ever Chad, this goes for you as well, because I know it could be very sad if you have to like send a pet out for adoption because whatever things don't work, or you're too busy, or yada yada, and you feel really bad about it. I know, because I had a cat recently, and he was only with me for a month before we had to give him away, and I cried a lot because I was like, oh no, like what if his next family doesn't treat him the way we did, and like, it was
Yeah.
really sad for me, and I still get really sad thinking about it. But my
Yeah.
friend said, well, it's okay, like, he just had a really nice vacation at your home instead of staying at the adoption center.
That's
And I
true.
was like, that's so cute thinking of it that way.
That is a good way
And
to think of it.
yeah, so I really do push that statement out to other people who might also get sad.
Yeah,
'Cause it
that
really
helps a
helped me.
lot. Because yeah,
Yeah.
when I remember, driving to give Yan up, and I was beside myself because he like, I honestly, if I hadn't been going to university, I probably would have insisted on keeping him because, just
Right.
sometimes when you have an animal that feels like they bond so tightly to you, he was just obsessed with me. It was so cute,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it distressed me a
Yeah.
lot. So, but yeah, no, he had good life, and I think
Good.
it was good what we did, and hopefully helped him to go on to something that he really like, a good life.
Right. Yeah. Oh man, animals are they're so lovely. They
They
really, really, really
are.
are. I've never had a pet before Miso, the cat that I had to get rid of, and I like that was another thing that I never really understood, was like how important pets can be for somebody,
Yeah,
because they
yeah,
really
they
do
are.
bring you so much happiness and comfort, and oh, it's just so nice to have around.
It
And you just
is.
like, they're babies, and you just want to take care of them and let them be happy. Oh
Yeah.
man. Chad, what kind of pets do you all have currently? Tell me now.
Yes,
Tell me right
tell about
now.
pets. Chat was actually really kind. My chat. They
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling great the other day, and I was like, "Yo, can I have pet pictures?" And chat like understood the assignment, and now I have hundreds of pet pictures that I can look at every time I'm sad. So that's really cool.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah,
It really helps. It does.
yeah, it does. And I grew up with animals, so it makes me very happy. These are my family's golden retriever puppies when they were babies. This was like in God, years and years and years ago, but they're so cute.
Yeah, it is like medicine almost. Oh. Rabbit, oh, so cute. Two bunnies. Oh, rabbits are very cute too. I recently just discovered, speaking of rabbits, I recently just discovered that there are some rabbits where if you, obviously lightly pull their tail, they're actually very long tails.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
I've never had a
yes,
rabbit. That's cool.
with long tail. So people typically think that rabbits just have like a nub, but no, like, hold on, I'm going to find a picture to show you. Hold on.
Okay.
So, oh man. Okay, so yes, this is mostly how rabbit tails are, but because they're always so high alert, they squinch up their tail. So that's why it looks like a circle. Hold on.
Oh, kind of like how a Pomeranian tail sits on their back.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's curled. That's cool.
Here, I found a picture. So not all rabbits are like this, but most of them have long tails like this.
No.
And it like blew my mind. I was like, what?
That's
Look
cute.
at this. Yeah, long tail. Long tail. It shocked me. It kind of reminds me of like the owls with the really long legs. Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah. Wait, I actually, when I did my keeper for a day, I got to have, like, I got to meet one of those. It was really cute. It was like a burrowing owl, I think it's
Mm.
called. It was really tiny
Oh.
with like long legs, which was cute.
Wait, a little owl. That's so
Mm-hmm,
cute.
mm-hmm.
Owls are very, 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 very cute.
Let me see if
And
I
I
can.
love the sounds they make too. Very comforting.
Yeah, there was one outside my window the other day, and that was cool.
What?
Yeah, I just heard it chirping, and I was like, "Oh, hey, bud, you good?"
Dude,
Oh yeah, here you go.
Oh, picture.
Picture.
Picture. Let's see here. Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Look at that boy. Hold on. Ta-da! Ta-da! Oh, share chat. Oh, did I do something bad? Uh-oh. I might have pressed something by accident. I'm going to give you a new link. Hold on. Whoopsie! I was so excited by the owl. What's it called? I saw an eagle for the first time too the other day. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that
So,
is cool.
yeah, there's a park like 30 minutes away from my house that's really pretty.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
I went to it with my family the other day because we like looking at different parks. And share chat, invitation. Here you go. Yeah, and so there's an eagle that will literally just roam around this park at all times. And there's like a very, very tall post in the very middle of the park where you can't access because it's surrounded by water. And that eagle, this giant, giant eagle, will just sit at that post at all times, just watching the park. And he does it every single day.
That's
It's
so
very
cool.
cool. Yeah, and you could see him. You can like sightsee and take pictures of him. It's really cool.
Yeah, there's a few like areas in one of the zoos kind of like that I've been to. They had like a red panda exhibit, and it was just like there was just water around the exhibit, and that's all they really needed or something. And there was like a fence further
Yeah.
back, but it was like really chill, and they were just like contained by nature. I joined the new
Right.
link.
Okay, let me see. Come here and then share chat. Yes. Yay! Welcome back, everybody. Oh my god. I like don't think when I do things. Sometimes I'll just close it without realizing what I did.
Honestly, it's like an extra window, and I'm like, yeah, let's close all that up to make things nice and clean. And it's like, oh, I shouldn't have closed that one. That was a mistake.
Yeah. Oh man, I really do like this shared chat feature that they added, though. It's super cool. I like that like everyone can converse with each other while your streamers are collaborating. It's very cute.
Yeah, it's nice. And it's also nice that you can do like stream together without it as well. Cause like sometimes I'll be doing a collab and we're seeing completely different things. Like if we're playing repo and it's like, I don't want the other chat because that will spoil what happened to that other person when they vanished 20 minutes ago. And I want to find out by myself.
Yeah. I agree completely because like if someone dies and then the chat is like blowing up with like screaming emotes or like a dead thing, it's like, oh well, I can tell what happened.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness, they're licking the lemon. Oh. They put a lemon in a green.
Oh, you can't see it? It's actually the lime emoji, but if it's not on your if you're using like Windows 10, you get the lemon green square as a shorthand for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what I'm seeing is so I don't have Liku. So what I see, we like between us, we actually see the whole combo because I see Liku lime, and then you see whatever Liku is, and then a green square.
Lemon. Here, yeah, let me show you what I see. Hold on. I had no idea that was a thing. The lemon and the green square. Okay.
Yeah. It works on. That's funny. Yeah, it works on Windows 11 and iOS. I think Android has it now, but Windows 10 doesn't.
Yeah. Do you have 7TV, by the way?
I do.
You know what would be a really cool feature from 7TV?
Yeah.
If you're doing the shared chat, I wonder if 7TV could do a feature where it combines both like 7TV like emotes together. Does that make
Right,
sense?
yeah, that
That'd
makes
be kind of
sense.
cool.
I think that would be cool, yeah, because like I don't want to have to add like 60 new. Oh, FFZ apparently can do
Oh,
it if you
FFZ
have
does
it.
that?
It was
Oh!
obviously like on the person. I have BTTV though because when I installed FFZ, it looked slightly different, and I was like, change, and I switched back.
No, it's too different for my eyes. I can't do it.
Yeah, let me see if
I'm the
BTTV
exact
settings
same
has it,
way.
because I think I have the FFZ extension unless it's now native. Let's go have
Yeah.
a look.
Let's have a little look-see here.
7
Yeah, I'm probably gonna figure that out too. I want to
TV.
see.
7 TV emotes,
FFC.
unlisted emotes. No, that's not there.
Chad, do you know if BTTV has that as well? Or no?
Yeah, I didn't like the way that it
Yet?
displayed highlights and stuff because I'm kind of just used to it now, and I like glance at stuff, and just when you're used to seeing things like, or you're so used to seeing things that you don't even really need to like mentally process it. When I changed it, I was like, I don't know what like I'm looking at for a second here.
Yeah. FFZ is certainly a big change. I think that's
Oh
the
my
same
goodness,
reason why
Anonymous,
I
thank you so much for the
don't have it
$20. Thank you,
installed.
thank
Not
you.
sure.
Yeah, I still
bored.
have BTTV, but
Yeah, same. I like BTTV.
mm-hmm.
BTTV. I like it. Also, cheers, by the way.
Oh, cheers. Hold on.
Yahoo! Clink, everybody.
Delicious. my
I got,
diet has been terrible today because I didn't want to like, just when it's too hot to consider eating something of substance. So I got McDonald's purely so I could have a McFlurry. So my food today has been burger, fries, McFlurry, bubble tea. There has been nothing organic or green or any kind of nutrition in my food today. It's been fucking awful.
What? One day won't hurt. One day, you just gotta enjoy some cold beverages.
Yeah.
It's too hot to think. Just let me be. Oh my god.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I'll go get some like, I don't know, like some celery and chew on that later or something.
She gets like a whole veggie platter to make up for it. Yep, this will help. This certainly will help make up for today. Yeah.
Have you seen the groundhog that keeps going wahoo on YouTube Shorts? That's a description. I have not.
The groundhog that keeps going wahoo on YouTube Shorts.
I'm going to Google wahoo groundhog, and if you've like messed with me, I'm gonna get upset. I'm trying to parse it and see if it's some kind of like these nuts joke, because I'm paranoid.
Oh no. It's just a direct link to Never Gonna Give You Up. Somehow. Some way, somehow.
Yeah. That was a boomer level message, wasn't it? It's like on Facebook, it's like, look at this funny meme I've been checking out.
Oh my gosh. Facebook and their memes lately have been a bit interesting, let's just say.
Oh, sorry, you go on first. You go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, the last time I looked at Facebook was only because I wanted to like check up and see what's been going on because I haven't been on it for so long. It's just like AI generated images of Jesus like on a pizza. He's like riding a pizza.
I've heard
and I'm like,
about
this
that.
is lovely. Okay. This is just great.
Mine is super rude because I don't use Facebook anymore outside of very occasionally to check to see what the pet groups that I'm in are doing.
Yeah.
So, like lost and found pets, and then also like my ferret breeder is on there. And then, just other cute pictures of pets. But, so that means that my entire Facebook algorithm seems to be based on interests that I added when I was like 13 or some shit. and so it means that when I scroll through here, it goes through phases as well. Like, for a while it was like the Vampire Diaries was constant, and it was always like AI pictures of like the characters from the Vampire Diaries just being like really weird looking. And then at one point, I don't know if you've ever gotten these, but I had the weirdest thing where I guess it was like trying to branch out. It was like, okay, so she likes the Vampire Diaries. And then it started, like the Alpha Omega werewolf shit? It decided to start putting that on there. And it was like AI generated Omegaverse fan fiction. And it would be things, and it would like have this excerpt of it. And it was like, Stella didn't ever think that she would end up in this situation, but when two hot hunks, and it's like, oh, Christ. And Facebook's like, do you like this? Do you like this? Do you want more? And I'm like, please, no, Facebook, please.
No more, no more. Oh my gosh. I know exactly what you're referring to because on Twitter, I'll see people like sharing those posts from there to Twitter.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the hell is going on Facebook right now? And I've seen what you're talking about.
It's probably
so silly.
You know what it probably fucking is? It's because, like, they've seen interests. Oh, she likes dogs because I'm in a bunch of, like, you know, Pomeranian groups. And then interest, she likes the Vampire Diaries. How can we mash them together in the most horrifying fucking way ever?
Right, in the most putrid way imaginable.
Yeah.
I mean, how else would you combine those two? I guess in some way it does work, but like the chances of someone liking that based off the two and then mashing them together, it's pretty slim.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's so weird. I don't know if it's because nobody that I ever followed posts on here anymore, or if it's just actively deprioritizing it. Because I don't ever actually see posts from like things I want to. Instead, I've got Natasha's Kitchen. I'm on here right now. Natasha'sKitchen.com. That's what I'd call a perfect cherry pie. Pie emoji, cherry emoji. Like and comment cherry pie.
Wonderful.
It's just like probably AI cherry pie with a finger poking it, and it's got like, you know, 5 million likes. And I hope the comments say cherry pie. Do they say cherry pie? Yes, they do!
I must say the engagement levels on Facebook are still ridiculously wide and big. Like, so some person. So I went to like a family meetup a few weeks ago, and you know, like I got into a conversation with a guy who's trying to boost his business and stuff. He's also a content creator. He does podcasts or whatever. This family friend of mine, I don't really know him that well, but he was talking to me a lot about it because he knows I'm a content creator as well.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, you gotta do Facebook. The engagement levels are fucking crazy on there, man. They're fucking insane. And then he would like show me like some of these posts, and the engagement, I'm telling you, it is crazy because yeah, like exactly like you comment cherry pie emoji in the comments below, and there'll be like 100,000 comments and like 3 million likes, and it's like, I did not know Facebook is still this relevant. It shocked me.
It's so weird as well. Like, I have trouble like doing that kind of stuff. It's like, even when it comes to Twitter, it's like, oh yeah, you should phrase everything as a question and for like engagement bait. And I'm like, I can't do it. I can't make myself do it. All I can think about is that fucking cherry pie thing now. Like, I don't want to lower myself to the level of comment cherry pie.
Right.
I'm too good for this.
Yes, someone made a very good point. It could actually just be bots. And
I think a lot of it is bots. It's bots talking to bots.
Right. And it might just be like, you know, Facebook probably knows that they're not. I'm not trying to be mean. I suppose not as relevant as other apps nowadays.
You don't. It's okay. You don't have to apologize for being mean to Facebook. We can be mean to Zuckerberg. Fuck you, Zuckerberg.
Both of our accounts mysteriously disappear by tomorrow.
Good. Save me from there.
Wait. Fuck you, Zuck. Yeah. So I think they don't really care about the massive blow up of bots on their website, so they just let them roam free. Maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of funny though, because I too. So every now and again, my mother will be in a space where, you know, people, it'll be her friends and then their children, and their children will find out what I do because my mother's like, oh yeah, my daughter streams video games on the internet. And then the kids will, like, the parents are just like, what? And the kids will be like, oh my god, she's an influencer? She does YouTube and stuff? And then, like, inevitably, I get the message where it's like, yo! And so, typically my mother is better at gatekeeping than this, but occasionally, like, she'll be like, so-and-so's son, who you knew when they were 8 years old, was there, and they think it's so cool, and they're kind of in that area too. Would you mind like talking to them for a bit? And like, and I'm like, okay. But then the last one that I did is like started out really normal, and then he was like, oh yeah, so you know, have you thought about like branching out into crypto at all? It's like
Oh, brother, this guy. Oh, man.
Every time.
I've had such a similar story too. Like,
Yeah.
I have a cousin, and he's about my age too, so he's like a young adult. And, you know, he's trying to find all sorts of jobs to hopefully blow up for him because he doesn't want to work an actual job. So he's like trying to find all sorts of other things to do instead. And so, like, I guess during my come up question mark, you know, like he came up to me. This was like a year ago. He came up to me and he was like, yeah, I totally just got into cryptocurrency, and this is like the best thing you could ever possibly do right now. I'm being honest. You should quit your job and do this instead. And you know, you're an artist. You can like help create art for cryptocurrency and stuff. And I'm like, and you know, he hit me with the. And you know what? If you don't want to do art, there's AI. You can use this AI service provider that allows you to create art for crypto. And I just looked at him and I said, I'm not interested. Thank you.
Yeah, no,
And
you
he
have
was like,
to just
okay.
Yeah, it
You're
feels
missing
really
out.
bad because they'll be so enthusiastic and you just dead stop the conversation, but it's just like, no, I'm good. I'm really good. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
Yep.
I'm the most good you could ever possibly be. I just realized that your Fuki has been here the entire time, but she's like almost underneath the table. So I didn't see her until I was like, wait, what's that pink thing that's bobbing around and lighting up sometimes? I was like, wait, what the fuck is that? All right.
I'm under the table.
It's like one Kamimi and then Gremlin Kamimi under the table.
You must leave me there forever.
You want to be under the table? Okay, Gremlin Kamimi can be
Yes.
under the table. There you go.
Yes, in case there are ankles needing to be bitten. Yeah, but I don't know, man. It's I I I think another thing besides it sounding ridiculous to me. I'm very happy with my job. So
Yeah.
I really can't imagine doing anything else at all.
No, honestly, yeah, I say this like every time, you know, a year celebration rolls around, which I've had quite a few of them now. This chat member was trying to remind me. They were like, yo, Limes, didn't you have that situation where that person you played Marvel Rivals with, you found out that they were like 8 when you started streaming? It's like, yeah, thanks, fucker. I definitely wanted that reminder.
Oh god.
They were like, yeah, they were like 21 or 22 or something, or 23.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, I just started streaming in the last 6 months. And I was like, oh yeah, cool. I started streaming in like 2012. And they were like, I was 8.
Wow.
And it's like, you can just keep that information to yourself, actually. I didn't need to know.
Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me know. I'm delighted to hear that. Thank you.
Yeah, but no, I can't imagine having another job. Like, I've had other jobs. I actually worked for Twitch for a little bit. I did,
Nice.
yeah, I did their, tech, I was a tech writer. I did their help portal stuff, which is why, like, people will sometimes message and be like, yo, Limes, did you know they used your emotes on the subscriber emote page? And it's like, yes, because I wrote it.
I actually remember you made a tweet about that
Yeah,
recently. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was really cool to me.
Yeah, I think a lot of the text is different now because they have to rewrite it for small things, but because like the overall interface hasn't changed, they're still using the pictures. So it's like, okay, it's still there.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It
though.
is.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, I can't imagine having another job. Like, I love my job. I'm very lucky to have my job.
Right.
Sometimes I go absolutely crazy because I do something new. Like, I got my first panel this weekend, and I'm kind of like shitting myself about it. But at the same time, that's very cool. It's cool to have that opportunity. I probably won't fuck it up, so it's nice. It makes me happy.
Oh, is the panel like a secret, or have you discussed what you're doing for the panel already?
I don't know if it's a secret. If it's a secret, I'm about to ruin it because I don't think it's a secret. But it's because I'm just like talking about. So it's like Natara and we're gonna be talking about like content creation journeys and like how it's changed since we started. So you know, talking about stuff like Procaster, which he used to have to use to stream specifically to livestream.com and stuff. So it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy it.
That's gonna be awesome. Oh, and Mata's so fun to talk with as well. So it'll be really great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's
absolutely.
gonna be great. Yeah, it's like pro. We used to call it Pro Crasher because it would just break all the time, and like the top bit rate that you would get with it was like 250 kbps, and
Oh
everyone
god.
had like Xbox mic quality. It was fucking awful.
Oh my god. Wait, back then, huh? Back then?
Way back then in the age old year of ye old 2011.
I'm pretty sure she actually mentioned that to me. So the first time I ever did the tea party thing was with Mata, and you know, we
Rusty,
obviously
thank you for the
tapped
3
into like
months.
when she
Thank
started as a
you.
streamer, and
And
she
Heafu, thank
did
you for the
tell
25
me,
months.
oh my goodness gracious, how much things have changed since then.
Yeah.
It is drastic. Like, oh
It's
man.
kind of crazy like how much it changed. Like I can't go into it too much because I'll be giving away my panel for free. You understand? I think it's actually a free
Right.
entry, but whatever. No, it is honestly it's nuts because like yeah, the idea of ever learn like you know making a living from streaming was actually kind of like taboo because it was like yo you want to be a fucking sellout, is that it? You want to
Mm,
sell out for this thing that should be free? And it's like
mm.
actually yeah, if I'm spending hours of my life providing entertainment, yeah, I do want to sell out because I don't think that should be free.
Yeah, yep. I
Yeah.
agree.
And yeah, it
Agree.
was such a Wild West with like nobody being trustworthy and also like it felt like every other week there was drama about someone like swiping charity money and stuff because that was never done with any kind of regulation or formality or actual cooperation with the charity. People would just fundraise and rely on one person to deliver that money, which
Oh
looking
goodness.
back on it is nuts.
Right. Yep. Yes.
You
It's
couldn't
oh
do that these
god.
days.
No, 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 no. You cannot. It was probably a lot easier to get away with too back then. So
Oh,
I guess that's
absolutely,
why it was more
yeah.
rampant.
Yeah, well, it's
Rampant.
like, you know, everyone was more anonymous than they are now, so you could just fuck off and come back with a different screen name, and who the hell is gonna
Uh-huh.
know?
Yep. And it's hard to trace back sometimes too. There's so much technology to avoid that now. Or at least I'd
Mm-hmm.
hope so. Oh wow. So 2012 is when you started?
I think 2012, let me think. I don't remember when my
Goodness.
Vinesauce guest stream was. I
Yeah.
know we moved over to Twitch in 2014. No, 2014 is when I got my channel on Twitch, but we were streaming on the Vinesauce channel shared for the first couple of years. So it was like
Mm.
either 2020, I think it was 2012 because I was at uni. So
2012. Okay.
yeah,
Got it.
about then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my goodness. So I want to ask you actually.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now knowing this, I do have a few questions. But if
Yes.
they are gonna like coincide with your panel, then you don't have to answer them. But I do want to say what. First of all, what got you into streaming?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that was I've talked about this on stream before, so it's not like
Okay.
hidden content. But
Mm,
essentially I was like looking for something to put in the background uh while doing university stuff. And
yeah.
I was on a forum and someone was like, "Yo, I'm streaming like Tumba or Tumbi um
Tombi.
Tombi and on this site and you should come and watch." And that's like the only way
Mm,
that you would find streams in those days because you had to like actually like post about it because discoverability wasn't a thing. Really, like, you know, that didn't exist. That it was not a thing that you did
whoa.
for, you know, actually finding more viewers. People would just share links in forums and stuff. So I
Oh
went
my
over,
gosh.
yeah, I went over and watched that, and then that person switched. They were like, "Okay, I'm done with this. Let's play Left 4 Dead. Add me if you want to play Left 4 Dead." So I added him, and then his internet connection broke. And I was like, "Okay, whatever." And then I left, didn't come back. And then eventually one day that person messaged me on Steam and was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I added you for Left 4 Dead before your internet broke." And he was like, "Oh, you should come back and watch sometime." So I started hanging around, and that was the Vinesauce Vidya livestream .com channel. So it used to be called Vinesauce
Oh.
Vidya specifically. And
Fine
so
sauce Vidya.
hung out on Vinesauce, applied for a guest stream, did a guest stream, and then Vinny was like, "Yo, you want to stream full time on, or you know, you want to stream as an actual streamer on this channel?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And it was like, oh god, it was like 10 of us on one channel, and then when we were offline, the autopilot would play, and autopilot was like a collection of videos that each streamer wanted to be on this rotating offline thing. And so it was like a 24/7 experience, which was cool, but also could devolve. Like imagine chat, except during like, you know, for like 12 hours a day, chat had no supervision and could sit there and become more and more cliquey and insular and gain some level of possessiveness over the idea of the chat room. And so it was very not good long term. It was very cool for community feel, but not good for toxicity long term. But yeah, so after that we moved, like livestream.com owner was basically like, I don't think there's any future in live streaming, and it was very, very restrictive.
Oh boy, was he wrong.
Yeah, so we moved over to Twitch, and then because we wanted to be able to stream whatever game we wanted rather than trying to, because there was all this thing when you had like group channels where it was like people, if you all streamed the same game like for a new release, that would be really annoying. So people would call games and reserve games for themselves. And that started getting very irritating because it's like, oh, well, I want to play fucking Skyward Sword, but that guy called it first. I don't like that. So
that's
no.
such a weird thing to have done.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we moved over to Twitch, and then we eventually split into our own individual channels. And that was really good. But I remember when I first started earning money on my channel, because of the whole stigma against earning money, and I think I was the first one to start really doing it properly, I started getting like, you know, hate follows and stuff, like, you know, with the usernames like fucking cunt sell out and stuff like that. Yeah. So that was fun.
Oh gosh.
But
oh goodness.
Yeah, so that was an interesting time. But yeah, no, so that's how it all came, and that's how I got into streaming. It was literally just I was looking for something to watch when I was studying.
Well, I'm glad you survived.
Thank you for the 30 months. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, that ended up being much longer than I meant for it to be.
Yeah, I'm really glad you've stuck around this long, because it's awesome. You do really good, and a lot of people love you. So yeah,
it kind of
absolutely.
Yeah, I kind of like was kind of like, I don't know, like a 200 to 500 CCU streamer for the longest time, and then because I had no camera or anything, and then like in 2021 I was like, I want to be able to physically react to stuff and have people see that. So I became anime.
I became an anime woman.
I became an anime girl.
Yes, my plan is working.
Yeah, but it is kind of funny because there's like this expectation that you became a VTuber because you like were super embroiled in the culture and inspired by it specifically. And I was like, no, I just thought I liked the idea of VTubing to bridge the gap between no cam and webcam. So sometimes people are like, oh yeah, who were your VTubing inspirations? And at the time I was like, but now I know lots of VTubers, so that's really nice. But I was not like massively in the VTubing sphere before I became a VTuber.
So when did you become a VTuber? So there was already VTubers pre-existing before?
Yeah.
Okay.
2021, I think. And that was like my 1.0 model, which there are relics of her around. And then I took the same design and made the model you see before you today in 2020. Was it late 22 or 23? I don't remember anymore. I think it must have been 23.
Yeah.
I don't remember. 2023. Yeah.
2023. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying, so seems about right.
Thank you for the 33 months. Thank you.
Seems about
Chat would know better than me.
Probably. Yeah, they always remember things that we can't even remember sometimes. It's not surprising.
I think my sense of time got distorted because to actually make this model, I think it was cooking for like a year. So in my brain, it's like 22 because that's when I started doing stuff, but it didn't come to fruition until 23, so.
Oh, I see. Do you don't still have your model, do you? Your very first one on VTube Studio?
I do, yeah. I've got the files somewhere. I sent them to Hackerling for April Fool's Day one year. And she started this stream and streamed as my 1.0.
Your 1.0? Oh
yeah,
my
let me
God.
find her. Like, there's probably like it's probably on the VTuber wiki.
Oh, I'm excited.
Where do she be? Yeah, there she is. It's actually The artist that does a lot of the Vishojo key art stuff, Akagi, he did that model.
Oh my god, that's so pretty. I do believe I've seen this before, actually. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so pretty.
Yeah, I liked her a lot, and I still
Man.
have a soft spot. But I really like the expressiveness this model has. Makes me very happy.
Oh yeah, the rigging on this one is absolutely insane. It's
Thank
gorgeous.
you.
I really, really do love your model.
Thank you. I like yours as well. Yours is so beautiful. You're so cute. It suits you
Thank
really,
you.
really well.
Oh, thank you, Limes. Oh, I really like. Oh my goodness, when you first debuted this one, the one you're currently wearing, I
Yeah.
literally just. Oh man, it is just so pretty. Like even the art style is so lovely too.
Yanko
Whoever did your
cooks.
art, yeah, they did. Oh man, they did such a. I really like the way they do faces because it's so
Yeah.
soft and pretty and so easy on the eyes. It's just incredible.
Thank you. I will
Yeah.
pass along your compliments. She's really good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We're cooking at the moment. You cannot show this to stream, but I will show you what we're cooking.
Okay, I pinky promise.
Yeah, pinky promise.
I pinky promise.
We're doing the A1 and B outfit from here.
A1 and B. Oh, that is so adorable.
I'm excited.
Oh my goodness. I'm not going to say what it is either, but this is very cute. Very, very cute. Oh,
I'm
you
excited
know
for
what
it.
I will say though? Hold on, I'm gonna type it to you.
Okay. How did you get into VTubing and streaming and stuff?
Oh, okay, I'll get into it. What the? I don't know why I like it so much.
Yeah, honestly, it was so hard to decide, and I'll probably
yeah.
like add the others at some point, like as like a small thing.
Right, like a little like thing that you could maybe toggle. Yeah.
Yeah, like
But the
a
ones you
future
chose
one.
are very gorgeous too.
Yeah.
Very much love them. Oh, so cute. Yeah, it is really hard to decide, especially when they give you so many options. It's like, oh dear.
Yeah, it's
Oh
like which
my.
ones of these do you want? And I'm like, all of them?
Yep, every single one. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's kind of how the outfit that I'm wearing now came to pass, because like Yanko was like, okay, so do you want overalls or sweater or like t-shirt? And I was like, all of the things? Like there were so many different configurations for this one.
Right, yeah, there's so many, like you have little overalls and then the t-shirt and then the baggy t-shirt and then, oh man, I love having so many different like toggles. It's so cool. It's so cool.
Yeah, for sure. And chat keeps toggling. I have redeems for them, so chat toggles them and stuff.
They just keep messing with them.
Yeah. It's like I have like some inability to sit still or decide, because I'll just be in the middle of a sentence or something, and my hair will grow like 2 foot, and it's like, oh, sorry about that.
It's really funny. It's really funny when you're mid conversation and
there we go.
Yep, there it is.
Whoops, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Got so startled, my hair fell off.
Oh my god, that's so cute. Shut up. Oh my god, Are you like responsible for choosing, or did they just design most of them for you?
So for this one, I think I had like a fair bit of input. I was like, I want big baggy sleeves and stuff like that. I usually give Yanko like mood board stuff, so and like references, vibe references, things like that. And then she kind of like sketches a bunch of stuff, and she's like, how about these? And I'm like, yes, I like this and this, and we could combine it with this, which is really cool.
Right. So cute. Very cute. Man. I do have another question after I answer your question.
Yes.
So, the reason why I got into VTubing and started it all, well, first and foremost, I started streaming around 2020, the end of 2021 when COVID started.
Got you.
I quit my job because I didn't want to get my mom sick. Because, when you're at your job and COVID's happening, you're like, you're touching a lot of hands, money. So you're very susceptible to getting sick.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to put my mom at risk because she's already very sick. So I just quit and I went home. And then I was like, okay, well, I can't just be sitting around. Like, I don't want to just sit around. I want to do something. So I picked up streaming, not really expecting much to happen from it, but I don't know how. But it just started growing very fast. Which
Yeah.
again I didn't expect at all. And I was like, whoa, this is kind of crazy. And I was
Aw.
making a decent income, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. Maybe this isn't just a thing I do as a side, and maybe I can
Mm-mm.
continue. Um, and so at first I was just a VR chat streamer, kind of like
Mm-mm.
Rose Doodle.
Right.
So I was just doing a lot of VR stuff, and I didn't really know about VTubing until one day I was just scrolling on TikTok, and Fox plushie had popped up on my TikTok feed for the first time, and I
Yeah.
was like, eh, what? She she has like a 2D moving model that tracks her webcam, and
Mm-hmm.
she doesn't have to show her face. That's kind of cool. And so, yeah, she was the very first VTuber I ever seen, and uh, ever since then, I discovered the world of VTubing, and I got a model, and yeah, that's just how I guess the model came in around 2022 or 2023. I'm not entirely sure,
That's
but
really
yeah,
cool.
yeah, it
That's
was literally
awesome.
because of a TikTok. Yeah, and I'm really glad because I really, really enjoyed
Yeah,
what
no, that's
it is to be now.
that's very
Yeah,
cool. And yeah, no,
yeah,
it's honestly really awesome though that like people have such different stories and different journeys and things like that.
yeah.
Especially
Mm.
like especially I feel like a couple of years ago, like there was suddenly like this worlds collide thing going on, and VTubers started hanging out with like Ray and Kraken
Yep,
and
yep.
Vine Sauce and things like that, and it was suddenly
Mm-hmm.
like everything was getting smooshed together, and all of like a lot of like old school YouTube creators were suddenly like worlds colliding with VTubers. Very, very neat.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Very, very cool. Yeah, and I really do enjoy how it is slowly becoming more and more and more prevalent as we go on. Like, just everywhere. I've been seeing it so often nowadays. Like, it's
Hmm.
so cool. And I really do think Mousy has helped VTubing become more discovered by just the mainstream. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
so many people are just discovering it now, and it's so cool. It is so very cool. Yeah. Okay, and now the question that I had for you
Hmm.
is, what made you decide to create this design that you have? Like, I can imagine you probably chose ferret because you like ferrets. But
Yes.
what about the lime stuff and all that came into it and stuff?
So yes, ferrets were specifically because I had been keeping ferrets since 2015.
Yep.
And I liked ferrets. I was almost gonna be a seal VTuber because before that point, yeah, I know. I was thinking about maybe
I
doing
love
like a seal
sales.
Kigu outfit at some point to do like a tribute. I think would be
Ooh,
cool. But
that'd be
yeah,
really cool.
yeah, but before ferrets, my mascot was a seal, and yeah, almost went
Hmm.
that direction. But then I was like, no, I would like, I'd rather be associated with like forest and stuff than ocean. Not for
Yeah.
any particular reason. I think both are amazing, and I think in another life I probably would have gone seal. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, this design specifically, I worked with Kelly, who did a lot of my emotes. And I was like, I want to be a VTuber. And I'm doing, like, I was doing sketches and stuff of things that I liked and ideas that I
Right.
wanted for my outfit. And I sent them to Kelly to see what she would think, or see what she thought of it, because I like talking to my artist friends for like ideas. Basically, whenever I get like a design or something, I'm like, hey, which
Mm.
one of these would you pick? I send it to like 20 people, mostly artists, to just be like, which one vibes with you aesthetically? And then I like
Yeah.
crowdsource answers and stuff. But yeah, so I sent it to
Oh.
Kelly, and she was like, oh, these ideas are cute. And then like out of nowhere, she DM'd me back and was like, I sketched some. And one of the sketches that she sent was Limu. And I just basically fell in love. Let me go. I can probably find. I'm gonna have to go back a fair
Like the
bit.
concept art?
Yeah, I can probably find the concept stuff that we sent backwards and forwards because I can just do an image search. Let's
Okay,
go
okay,
have a
okay.
quick look.
Quick look see. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh my god, I love seeing concept art so much.
Yeah, me too.
Ugh,
And yeah, she
super
was
cool.
like, so Limu specifically came because Limu was something that she called me. She
Yeah.
is a Spanish speaking creator, and I just remember,
Oh.
like, you know, when I would enter her channel, she would be like, "Oh, hi, Laimu," and I was like, "That's such a cute name." And then because she helped me so much with the design, I essentially was like, "Okay, well, I want to name myself the name that she gave me out of, like,
Yeah.
you know, as like a tribute kind of thing."
Yeah. Oh, so
Mhm.
cute. It is such an adorable name.
I think I went one step too far.
Lamu. Lamu. Yeah, I love it so very much. Oh.
Yeah, here you go. So
Oh.
this was yeah, so I sent her. Okay, please please don't show off my art on stream because it's embarrassing.
Okay, I won't.
So I
Pinky promise.
sent. Oh gosh, this is gonna be. Jumping back and forth. Please don't lose this spot when I move back and forth.
Oh yeah, Discord does do that
It might do
sometimes.
that. So I sent like
Oh, is this yours?
this is
Okay.
mine, and then I sent
Okay.
like, you know, things like that.
That's so cute. That's not even bad at all.
Thank you. That's sweet of you. And she was
Very
like,
cute.
"Oh, and then, oh yeah, I'll try and, you know, merge some of your ideas." Actually, you can see some stuff from my original outfit in here.
Okay.
It's kind of cool seeing like the DNA of it now, where I'm like, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I did think of that, like with the shoe and stuff like that." And then,
Oh.
yeah, you can kind of see it coming
See those
into,
similarities,
yeah.
yeah.
And then Kelly sent me back this, which you can show off.
Okay. Will do.
She was like, "I tried to merge some of your ideas. What do you think?" And I was like, "Wait a second.
Oh my
Wait a
god.
second."
Whoa, they like completely nailed it.
Yeah, yeah. I basically like that jacket design is just straight up what became like my 1.0 outfit. And then she actually, it was very cool. I almost had like a cold color scheme.
Yeah.
Because like we were experimenting with different colors, schemes and variations. Oh, sorry, chat. I haven't shown you. Hold on.
There we go. So cute. Oh my god, her the way she draws faces is adorable.
Yeah, no, her art is so cute. Yeah,
She's so good at
second, chat.
designing too. What the hell?
Yes, yeah, very much so.
What the helly? Oh, this is so pretty.
Yeah, here you go. Just
Oh
showing
my
my
gosh.
chat.
This is so cute. Okay, Lionel, I've been chugging the drink and I really need to use the restroom, so I will be
That's
right
no
back.
problem.
Okay,
I actually,
I'll be
you know,
right back.
good opportunity. I'll go on a pee break as well. Be right back.
Okay, everyone just stare at our dead
Be
bodies.
calm. Don't panic. Bye.
Bye-bye. Gah. I'm back. Okay. And yes, I did wash my hands. Thank you very much. I will not accept any sort of slander because I came back first. Okay? Okay. Then why do they stink? maybe it's the smell of your own stench. How about that? Did you ever take that into consideration, mayhaps? Hold on. Let me try to prove this. Ugh. Yuck. When's the last time you all showered? Huh? Did you see Lime's Sleepy Idle animation? That is adorable. That's so cute. Ah, that is so very cute. She's like, oh, no, Lucky. No. She's sleeping. How dare you? I'm going to protect her while she's sleeping. Move? Okay, I'm sorry! Something doesn't feel right about doing this to her sleeping body. It just doesn't feel right to me. How dare you? The absolute... You know what? A bread mysteriously falls from the sky and lands coincidentally on her chest. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome back.
Thank you. I am bread.
You are indeed bread. Here, let me remove it. How do I can't get it off. Oh goodness, I can't get it off.
Hold on.
Help me.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Would you like bread? There you are.
Thank you. Oh, lovely.
Sorry that took me so long. I had to put my aligners back on.
Oh no, don't worry. Don't you worry. They took your clothes off while you were sleeping, so I was protecting you.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet of you. Protecting my modesty. I have lots of that.
Yes, of course. I did. They were up to no good. Tisk, tisk, tisk.
How could they? How could they? Would you like me to remove the bread from you? Are you having trouble removing bread? You got it. You got it. You got it. Perfect.
Whoa! Yeah. There we go. All back to normal.
Hooray!
Woo-hoo. So your Invisalign, can you not like take drinks too when you have your Invisalign in?
Nothing but water, because apparently the sugar will, cause problems and stuff as well.
Oh right.
Yeah, they're very paranoid about staining, but it's kind of funny because like I'm supposed to change my aligners every 10 to 14 days, so that's not really long enough for them to stain anyway. So I'd probably be fine, but whatever.
Yeah. It's better to follow the rules because you never know what could happen, for sure.
Cammy says, sugar in mouth turns into an acid. Cammy's great because as soon as I got my Invisalign, he went and watched like 4 videos on it, and now whenever I say anything, he's like, yes, that's true because of this. It's like he's an Invisalign expert now.
Dude, this guy did his research. How sweet.
Yeah, like I'll describe the process, and he's like, yeah, it's this. It's because of this. And it's like, yep.
Yep. That's very nice of him to do. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So how has it been so far with your Invisalign? Has it been decent?
It's totally fine. I don't have any pain, like just every now and again. You know that sensation when you had like baby teeth as a kid and like the big tooth would be coming underneath it and it was just slightly like, if you moved it around there was just like a slight soreness and tenderness. It's like that.
But... Yeah, like pressure.
Yeah. It's very whatever. The only thing is because I have bite ramps, I have a lisp. Like the lisp is supposed to go away, but it's harder to get rid of it if you have bite ramps because they're like big chunks of extra plastic like behind your front 2 teeth, and it's like
Lispalicious
Yeah.
is so cute.
I know. Please.
It's adorable. There's seriously
Thank you.
absolutely nothing wrong with it. Yeah.
You're
It's almost
very kind. It's not so bad
ah.
now, but the first day I think I had a sponsor on my first day, and the lisp is so prominent, and I feel really bad about it. I sound like my mouth is full the entire time, and it's like, sorry about that,
During
guys.
the sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably because you weren't used to it at all. That's probably
Yeah,
why.
it's gotten easier and easier. It's still like, it's mostly on S sounds and kind of like ch sounds. Like
Yeah.
I can make an entire sentence as long as those sounds aren't in there and be okay. It's also
Yeah.
it's worse when I first put them back in after having them out for a while, so it's worse right now than it would usually be.
Yeah, it's fine. It's honestly not bad at all. Like
Thank
it
you. You're
really is not.
kind. I'm hoping it'll still
Yeah.
get better. I've been practicing like singing and stuff while I've got my aligners in, which apparently helps, and it has gotten much better than it was.
Okay, good. That's good to hear. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh man. So Invisalign helps with what exactly? I tend to forget sometimes. Does it help
So
like I mean align basically?
yeah, so it's like an alternative to traditional braces that are less
Mm,
like prominent. Like, if you're older and you don't want to look like you're in high school, you still sound like you're
right.
in high school, unfortunately, with
Yeah.
the lisp.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Right.
it can't do like the really, really complicated stuff. Like you might like for really extensive correctional work, you might still need traditional braces, but for things
Because
like
rubber bands probably
yeah,
like the
rubber
stuff that would need
bands and
bands. Yeah.
other stuff, but it's for me it's gonna correct. I have a deep bite, which is where my top teeth cover too much of my bottom teeth when my mouth is closed. Um, it's
Mm.
weird because externally it's not that obvious. Because I remember Googling deep bite, and a lot of the pictures had these really recessed chins, and I don't have that. I was like, "Excuse me, that's not me at all." But
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, so it will correct that. And then the other thing is my canines. I was actually talking to Yuzu about this. Apparently, this is very common in people with like any kind of Asian ancestry. But my
Okay.
canines stick out further than my front two top teeth. So I have little fangies, which by
Oh.
themselves are honestly not too bad. But like if it was just the canines, it'd be okay. But my front two top teeth also slope slightly inwards. Um,
Yeah.
so it's not like it basically is like it's an arch, and then the canines go out and the front teeth go in, so it looks a bit weird. So I'm getting that corrected, and then I have some crowding on my bottom teeth. But they said
Oh.
about 9 to 12 months for the corrections, and they were like, actually, you do have a narrow jaw, but if we wanted to do expansion via Invisalign, it would be 2 to 4 years. And I was like, I'm not doing 2 to 4 years in fucking Invisalign. Just give me the aesthetic one. I don't care.
That's annoying. That's so long.
Yeah, no,
That is
so
such a long process. Yeah, I
it
wouldn't
would
want to
have
do that
been,
either.
yeah. So hopefully a
Yeah.
year maximum. You just learn that you have an overbite. I think the vast majority of people have like some degree of overbite. Like, is way
Yeah,
more
I
common
have
than an
one
underbite.
too.
Yeah. We all have a little
Yeah.
bit. Like, a bunch of people are now looking in their phones and seeing how much of their upper teeth overlap their bottom teeth. Like, oh my god, I never knew.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Invisalign can fix that?
Yeah. If it's not too complicated, it can usually fix stuff like that, which is cool. You may need to. So for me, because they're correcting a bite, I had to get bite ramps, and I also have tons of attachments. Like for really simple stuff, you only need like a couple of attachments, which are like these little things that they graft onto your teeth to help the
Mm,
aligners, exert more pressure and stuff like
yeah.
that. Um, but yeah, I have one on every fucking tooth.
Oh, I
So even
see.
when my aligners are out, I'll bite down on something, and my teeth will hit the attachments on the bottom, and I'm like, yeah, I
Uh,
don't bad mouthfeel, bad mouthfeel.
yeah, yeah. I
Botan,
will
thank you so
say
much for the
though that
sub. Thank
that
you.
still must be a little bit better than, having to do jaw surgery instead, because
Yeah, no,
that's just
that's
intense.
scary. And then traditional braces, if you do that, they like cut up the inside of your mouth and things like that. Um,
Dude. Oh, I
yeah,
hated
and
that. I
you
hated that.
yeah, and like restricting what you can eat. At least with the aligners, I have like taking them out to eat is annoying, but at least I can eat what I want instead of having to avoid
Right.
stuff. So,
Right. You just rinse and then pop them back in. It's not so
mhm,
bad at
mhm,
all.
mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
It's
gotta
like
keep up with it.
it's also like weird unintentional weight loss because sometimes I'm like, I should probably eat something. I can't be fucking bothered, and I just go to
But
bed.
I don't feel like doing it.
Yeah, I don't feel like
Yeah.
doing the aligner song and dance. I'll just not.
Yeah, I heard that is a very popular thing where people just don't feel like taking their Invisalign out and
Yeah,
then
it's just
having
like
to rinse
whatever.
after you eat. It's just like whatever. I'd rather not. Yeah. Dude, so I had surgery for my deviated septum,
I remember,
and
yeah.
yeah, I don't know if you can relate to this at all. I don't know if you've had surgery. Have you?
Nothing major, no.
Oh my goodness. So let me get into this.
Okay, okay.
The So surgery, it didn't really scare me too much because I knew I'd be asleep for the entirety of it. So it's like you close your eyes, open,
Mhm,
it's
mhm,
done,
mhm.
right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize how horrible the recovery period is in comparison to the actual surgery. I
Yeah.
always thought the surgery was the bad part. No, 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 no. Recovery is such a bitch. It is so bad. It is so horrible.
Oh,
Oh
you bleeped
goodness.
yourself. I'm so sorry for swearing earlier then with the C word. I was like, wait a second, I should have checked if I can say that on your channel. My bad.
Oh no, I do it. I do it for funny
Oh,
effect.
okay, okay,
I
that's
curse.
fine then. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, I didn't check curse rules. Uh-oh. No, it's not a
No,
word
you're
I say
totally
much,
fine.
so like when I do say it, it's usually when I'm referencing something else because that's actually like I got a username like that when someone was being mean to me. It was like, "Oh, okay, how
Yeah.
did that slip through the filter?" But yeah, no, I actually at one point I was thinking about maybe getting an upper bleph, which is where you like remove some of the skin like around the upper eyelid because I have hooded
Oh
eyes and
yes.
like when as I'm getting older I'm sure eventually well, obviously the hood gets more pronounced no matter how like whether or not you have hooded eyes, so when you start with hooded eyes it
Yeah.
can be annoying, and then like I was
Yes.
looking at it and the actual thing is like really easy and whatever, but then but then looking at all
The
these people doing the
swelling.
recovery and they're like, some people had such an easy journey, but then other people, their eyes look like someone had sat there and punched them for 7 hours. And like, then there's like all these, like someone's stitches popped out and they got infected and things like that. And then like, and they're all talking about having to like sleep sitting up with like all of this, that, and the other. And it just sounded like a gigantic pain in the ass. And I was like, surgery itself isn't that scary, but everything afterwards seems terrifying.
It can be a bit terrifying, but honestly, if you really want to do that surgery, like it is a very tough couple of days, but
Mm,
honestly, like they say 2 week recovery period, which is absolutely correct, but I really do feel like after day 5 is when it gets the best in terms
yeah.
of how I feel.
Mhm, mhm.
So I do, and also I feel like the upper lid surgery might be a little less intense than the deviated septum. I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't
I
know.
feel like if you go to someone good and it's done well, because
Right.
half of them, like, is like, I went to another country to get cheap surgery and now I'm having issues and they're ghosting my calls, and it's like, yeah.
Yep. Yep. That's why I did it here. I had so many
Yeah.
people freaking tell me go to Turkey, go here,
Yeah,
go there, and I'm like,
Turkey's the big
eh,
one, and it's like,
yeah,
yeah, it's cheap, and if nothing goes wrong, nothing happens, then it's great, but what if something goes wrong? Like,
right,
so
exactly, fully
yeah.
agreed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I probably wouldn't ever do that, and hopefully it would be okay. The people who were basically like, yeah, I had it, and then I went to a restaurant afterwards, and it was totally fine, and I had like 2 days where I looked kind of gnarly, and then been perfect since, and it's like, what the fuck? How did you do that?
Yep. Something I will swear by, I really do recommend for you as well.
Mm-mm.
So they literally told me. So I did swell up. I did swell up, but
Mm-mm-mm.
they told me out of everyone they've done the procedure on, and they've done procedures on many,
Yeah.
they said I've probably had the least amount of swelling they've ever seen ever. And I
Damn.
do think it's because of one thing that I saw once upon a time. And my aunt, so my aunt is like super, super, super smart. I feel like when it comes to like natural remedies and stuff and what you should take, and
Mm-hmm,
you know,
mm-hmm.
like cinnamon, ginger, garlic stuff type like that, right? So she told me before my surgery, 5 days before, to have pineapple every single night leading up to your surgery.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
because because pineapple and its juice is very anti-inflammatory and it
Mm.
fights swelling. So I recommend that. And I
Okay.
really do think I've been told that by my surgeons because of the pineapple trick.
That is very good to
Pineapple.
know. Yeah,
Yes,
no,
it
it's
helps so much.
yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, I've never had anything major done. One thing I have had done is I have the nano blading on my eyebrows. Um,
Oh, how did that go?
it's fine, honestly. It was really like I just got them like, topped up and that was so whatever. Like it took maybe, I don't know, 40 minutes to touch them up and then I left
Yeah,
and it's annoying not being able to directly wash them for a little bit, but then
yeah,
it's like 7 days and it's like whatever. Um
right.
and I love
Hmm.
it because it means I don't have to do anything to my eyebrows because of the hypothyroidism, they like to fall out. And so it
I
means
know
that
how
those
that is.
no. Yeah, so the bare ends, they don't like that look too obvious. So I really really like that and I recommend that. That's like very very easy and nice. And they even them out so they look very symmetrical as well, which is great.
Nice.
Mm-mm-mm.
Is that something you have to touch up every now and then, or no? Is it permanent, basically?
It's supposedly semi-permanent, but it's like, it's like getting a shallow level tattoo. Most of the time some level of pigment remains. Um For me, a lot of the pigment went and it was like faded, but it was still there. I got it redone. I think I when I saw you at AX, I
Mm.
had just had I just had it done. It was like a month
Ah.
old at that point, and then I just had it redone last month, so about almost a year.
Oh, okay. Not
Yeah, and
bad at all.
some people can go longer, but I have like they actually said to me that I can't get you can do it where you have like individual hair strokes drawn in, but
Yeah.
because my skin is like very much the wrong type, she said it would like absolutely blur out. And so she was like, you'll need it done a slightly more often and you'll have to have shading rather than individual hairs because they will all merge into each other within like a few weeks anyway. Uh,
That's really cool. I was also considering getting that done as well because I have like a
mm-mm.
tiny natural eyebrow slit in
Yeah.
both of my eyebrows. So I want to fix that because every time I do makeup, I have to draw them in, and it gets kind of
Yeah,
annoying
no,
sometimes.
gigantic pain in the ass, and if you fuck it up, you end up with dumb-looking eyebrows. No, 100%
Yep,
recommend the nanoblading. It was great.
I'm down. I think I'm down to do it at some point for sure. Maybe before I go to another convention. I'm
Mm-mm-mm.
Dude, conventions are so much fun. Oh my gosh.
I've been so tempted to go to AX, but I don't think I can this year, but I really, really wanted to. I was like looking at flights and stuff, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I wanna.
It's pretty soon, isn't it? When is it again? I
It's
forgot.
beginning of July, I think.
Oh my gosh. Are you going to TwitchCon NA, do you think?
I don't know. That one's later, right? That's like
Yeah.
September?
It's like October, September,
October. That's
something around
more
then.
of a maybe, but I know it's in San Diego, so that would be nice.
It is. It's so nice. I think, oh boy, TwitchCon in Vegas was a doozy.
What
It was
happened?
okay. So it was so much fun. If you
Mm-mm.
enjoy, okay, well, it's very specific. If you enjoy partying, you would have enjoyed it. But it's so
Right.
so Vegas, obviously, the night is when everyone wants to come out and have fun and do crazy stuffs and do this and do that. So
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
if you're planning on going to a convention like TwitchCon, right? So you would go to the con, walk around all day, and then
Mm-hmm.
around nighttime is when everyone was starting to do their plans. Like if you have VTuber friends that you're hanging out with, like people want to go to the clubs, people want to go to casinos and gamble and drink until like 4 a.m. So
Yeah.
it was it was certainly a lot.
Mm-mm.
So then you would wake up, you'd have to wake up early for the next con day, and you'd feel like crap because of like what you did last night. So it's like it was just
Yeah.
so tiring, and it was fun, but very tiring.
I
So I think San
remember
Diego
like
will be nice.
yeah, like even AX, I remember by the final day of AX, it was like late nights and early get-ups, and I was just like it was like 4 days of it at AX, and I was like by the final day, I was like, my body cannot tolerate a single one more of these. I need to stop. And my voice was
Yeah.
gone. And when I got back,
Oh.
Yeah, when I got back and I was streaming, my voice was so hoarse, it was awful. It was, like, all the
Oh
yelling above
no.
music and stuff like that. Because, like, on the first
Yeah.
day, I went to karaoke, and it just went downhill from there in terms of how much I was stressing my
Oh yeah.
voice, and it was, like it was so bad.
The karaoke party. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
goodness.
it was
Yeah.
really rough.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my goodness. AX was so much fun though. I did have a
It
lot of
is.
fun.
I'm gonna get such FOMO because I really want to go, but I don't think I can do it this year. And like
Yeah.
I was getting all of these messages being like, "Are you going this year?" And it's like, "No, I
We want to
want it. Please
see
let me go.
you.
I want to see everyone. I
Yeah.
miss everyone." Like going last year was amazing because it kind of like I feel like you know, you make friends online and in when you're streaming with them and everything, and you are friends, but then when you get to finally meet each other in real life and that barrier is gone, if I feel like I got to know so many people so much better and feel so
Yeah.
much closer to everybody,
Yeah.
like just because of those 4 days, and it was like, "Oh, man, I wish I was closer so it wasn't like, you know, an a 16-hour journey to get to there on each end of this trip."
I understand. Yeah. It's and that's part of the reason, chat, why we like to stay up. Like, oh, if you get so tired and have trouble waking up every morning, then why do you stay up late? It's because we never get to see each other like this, so we want to spend time with each other
Yeah,
until
it's
we
like getting all the
knock out
socialization in as many hours, like condensed hours as you can.
as much as possible.
Min-maxing it.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it's so much fun, and as lovely as the cons can be, I really like seeing people outside and of
Mhm,
them and like
mhm.
getting to because the cons are great, of course, but I think what makes them so special is getting to see everyone and hanging with them outside of it. Those are the memorable moments for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh man, you really should consider coming to TwitchCon NA. I haven't been to a con in a year because I've just been taking a break, and I think
Mhm,
that's the
mhm.
first one I'm gonna go back to.
That
And
would
I
be
really
good,
would love to
yeah.
see you there. That'd be cool.
It would. I miss everybody. I think it'd be really nice.
Yeah, and it's some time from now, so you can decide whether or not you want to go within that
Mhm,
time,
mhm,
for
mhm.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like AX is kind of in the middle of everything because obviously off Kai is this weekend, and I've been like shitting myself over making sure everything's good for that.
Yep.
And so it was like,
Yep.
and then AX rolled up, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to go, but I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been sprinting. I've been
Yep.
sprinting for
Yeah.
some time.
It's like a race of some sort. It's like, oh, honestly, and it'd probably be better off if you don't go anyways, because you really don't want to like push yourself too much and then you get way too tired. So it's better that way for sure.
Yeah.
It's my first time going to AX. Oh, I hope you have fun and please be safe.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, my favorite thing, like you said, the convention is cool, but I feel like outside of Artist Alley, I didn't do that much at the convention. It was just nice to see everybody. Like, and yeah, I think next time, especially if I end up going to TwitchCon, I would definitely want to go see San Diego Zoo and do more stuff that wasn't convention related during the day. Like,
Right.
I remember I told Yuzu I want to go to the zoo with her at some point as well. I think that would be really nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. She's so lovely. She is so so lovely. She was she's just so kind. I don't know. I really love you, Zoo. That's the puppy moth. Wow. San Diego Zoo is awesome. All this talk about it makes me really, really, really wanting to go, honestly.
Yeah.
Def worth the visit. Oh man, I wish TwitchCon wasn't all the way in California. I think
Yeah.
I
It's
think they do California because it's like the hot spot, and I don't
mhm,
know.
mhm. Yeah, no, it's annoying. I wish sometimes that I mean, like, a few years ago I was planning on moving to America and stuff like that. Not so much right now.
Oh,
Not so much right now.
yeah,
But
yeah,
it's kind of something I want to do because it would be nice to be able to see people and go to these cons because the vibes were so good. Like, at AX, I remember once or twice, even after like parties had finished, like people
yeah.
would congregate back outside the convention center and people were playing like street mahjong and doing karaoke and stuff. And it was like 3 a.m. and I was watching people play street mahjong and like just blast out songs on the karaoke and it It was amazing just watching people have this party in the middle of the street.
That's such a vibe. That is
Yeah.
such a vibe. It's so comfy. It's at nighttime, and it's just everyone just getting together and having fun. I remember we briefly talked about you moving here, and oh my goodness, I really don't see how it won't be a good decision. Cause oh, dude, you'd be with all of us at like whenever you want, and it's just so cool to be able to just. I guess that's part of the reason why I plan on moving to Cali too, is
Yeah.
because a lot of the VTubers already live there, and it's like the idea of just me calling them up, being like, "Hey, you want to go watch a movie?" Or like, "You want to go out to dinner? You want to do karaoke?" It's like just calling them up instead of having to go on a plane to see them every time. It's such a lovely thought to have in my head, and I want to make it reality so bad.
Yeah.
And I can imagine how you feel even more specifically because you're like hours and hours away.
Yeah, like when I left Cali, there was a delay on my plane. And so
Yeah,
like and that day was so long because the actual flight was at like 4 p.m. And
right,
so I had been awake since 9 a.m. because you had to check out from the hotel. And then I did a full,
right.
basically, like, the full day in Cali doing stuff. Then went to the airport, boarded the plane, got stuck on the plane after boarding for 3 hours because of tech issues. And
Yeah.
then the plane finally went. So I was on the plane for like 15 hours and I just couldn't sleep on the plane. And so then I got
Oh,
back to Heathrow and the car tire punctured in the in the parking lot.
oh,
So had to
oh
call out like a
God.
24/7 replacement or service like
Yeah,
outside of Heathrow cuz like managed to get out of the parking lot to meet them because they couldn't get up into the parking lot because of like restrictions. And then so we're
yeah.
on the side of the Heathrow parking lot and then Heathrow traffic police is like, "Hey guys, you okay?" They're like, "Oh, is everything good? Well, you're kind of
Yeah.
precariously located here." And we're like, "Yeah, flat tire." And they were like, "Okay." It was nice actually because they formed like a perimeter so we wouldn't get plowed into because it was nighttime. And then
Oh,
so from end to end, I think I was awake for like 40 hours or something. And it was like
40 hours.
yeah, it was like after all of that at AX as well, so I'm already really fucking tired and I
You
was
poor
just like I want to
thing.
die.
You poor thing. No, that would be horrible to even have to go through. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. I bet you knocked out like a little baby though when
Yeah,
you
I
had the
did. I did. I
chance.
slept hard. I can't remember. I think I took the next day off stream. I fucking hope I did because otherwise I'm a moron. But
I really hope you did. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's that'd be pushing yourself to the extreme. I really hope you did. Oh my goodness. Well, either way, again, you're still alive, so that's good at least.
yeah, yeah, for sure. No, it was one of those things where it's like I loved it so much going to AX, but if,
Yeah.
that at the end of it was just like, "Oh my god, international travel, what the fuck?"
International travel is blech, blech.
Yeah, I was looking at like, trying upper class because then you can like lie down and stuff. Did you know
Yeah.
that the different classes for flying to the US go as follows? So economy is about 800 round trip, pretty
Yep.
reasonable. Premium
Yep.
economy is about 1400, still okay for the extra legroom. Upper
Yep.
class, which is the next step up from that, is 10,000.
Yep. That's how it is.
So it was
Oh
like,
dear, I love the US.
yeah, so it was like, so if I want a bed so I can actually sleep, it's 10K in the hole, and that's before like any kind of hotel stuff. So it'd be like, you know, like 15K or some shit for the trip, and I'm like, ah.
It's bad. So typically my little hack is what I do is just so on the way to Europe because I went to TwitchCon Europe, I just fucking bit the bullet and I did basic economy. So I was sitting in a regular chair, all tight and not able to lay down at all
Mm-hmm,
for
mm-hmm.
15 hours and it
Yeah.
sucked. It sucked. However,
Mm.
on the way back, usually, typically, you'll get an email saying, "Hey, your trip back to the US is almost here. Would you like to upgrade?" And it's only 800 extra to upgrade to upper class, first class.
Yeah.
So on the way back, I did it. I upgraded, and I got to sit with Numi. We were neighbors, and we both did it together, and we were able to lay down and
Nah.
feel the luxury only for 800 extra. So it was like, oh, okay.
That's nice.
Gray Knights Twitch. I say only like it's nothing, but in comparison to $10,000,
10K, that is, yeah, that's a fraction.
it's definitely more worth it, I'd say.
Yeah. It's something I want to do once. I remember actually, I specifically looked it up. If I plan a year in advance, I can actually get first class. Like every now and again, there will be a ticket going for like 1,000 or something for some reason. I don't know why. It's like, I guess because you're so in advance and then the stars align. It's like at some point I need to plan a year in advance and pick the specific ticket just so I can get like a upper like first class experience for 1,000 because I would just do the flight for the sake of experiencing it at that point.
Yep. So a year in advance, that's insane. Like, I think a year from now, exactly, I'm going to fly to this certain area at this specific time, and I'm gonna plan it now so that I don't have to pay that much money. It's like, what the shit? Who does that?
I feel like the only time it would work maybe is actually to book AX or TwitchCon or something. Like as soon as they announce it, I go all in and I'm like, yeah, because they announce pretty far in advance. And also AX was exactly the same time last year as it is this year, I think. So it would actually work. Let's have a look. Anime Expo dates.
Testing.
Expo dates. It's from the 3rd to the 6th. I'm pretty sure that was exactly the same as last year because I remember I was there for July 4th.
Yeah.
I remember seeing American fireworks laws. And that was fun. Like, people were just setting them off in the road, and you were like having to kind of like scoot around this firework box going ballistic on the road.
It's so dangerous. It is so unbelievably dangerous.
It is crazy. And then like, I remember one of my favorite things actually was when I was looking, I went to a bar and they were doing a Smash Brothers tournament, and one of the competitors was doing like, USA Mario, like it was Mario and Stars and Stripes or something. And like every time he showed up and then just randomly, people were going, USA, USA, because it was July 4th.
Amen!
And I'm there like, you know, the UK person, I'm like, yeah, USA, me too, USA!
Preach it, my fellow brothers,
I'm American, I love it.
Honestly, you potentially could. You have a very passing like English accent.
And by the time I left, the lady that I sat next to in the plane to go home, she thought I was native. She was from LA and she thought I was from LA because I already have a little bit of a mixed accent. And then in like the week that I was there, I started picking up mannerisms where like, you know, like I feel like people from LA say thank you in a particular way. Like they're like, well, thank you, kind of thing. Like, and it was like, you know, it was very American, and I was doing shit like that. And then because my voice was so like it was like huskied up from like all of the parties and stuff, all of that together, she absolutely thought that I was from LA. And yeah, I came home and for the first like week, I had all these vocal fry tics and I had to try and drop them. It was weird. I went full like LA chameleon and it was awful.
This is the British erasure they were talking about earlier.
Yeah, no, I was like, it was full like, oh my God, yeah, I was in LA and it was like, I need to drop this. This is awful.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude. So funny story, right? When I first had discovered you and like I still didn't very much know a lot about you. Because I was still relatively new kind of with VTubing. You know, I was like I don't remember the specific conversation I was having with my chat, but it was more so like I don't know if there's many British VTubers and stuff. So they started listing British VTubers, and then eventually they said your name, and I was like, eh? She's British. What?
That's happened a few times where people will be like, no, she's not. British jump scare.
It was so that I was just super shocked because yeah, your British accent is not heavy at all. I
Yeah.
noticed when you say the word 40, I can
Yeah,
hear it
it's
a
it's
lot.
vowel sounds, so 40,
Yep.
bottle, water, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. But oh my goodness, yeah. Your voice is very. All I can say is pretty. Your voice is very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
So is
Yes.
yours.
Oh,
I love your singing too. I was listening to the song you did with Evil. Like
Oh.
which one was it?
Yes. It's called Evil.
It is called Evil. Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
like that one a
thank you.
lot.
That's out of all of them too that I've recorded, that one was like I would say my most proud I was with myself.
It
So
is
thank you.
incredibly catchy.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Thank you so much. Wah, wah. Um, I did recently just get a text from my Mima. It is time to start going to prepare dinner for me family. So yes,
Okay.
I can start wrapping this up now. Thank you so much for coming, dude.
Of course. Thank you for inviting me. I don't actually do much just chatting segments, so it's actually nice to
Yeah.
sit and call and actually just chat to people and talk about like
Yeah.
2012, very long time
Yeah.
ago. But yeah, no, it's always really nice. So thank you for inviting me. I'd love to hang out again soon.
No, oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming. I've like always struggled to
Yo,
invite
thanks for the
people
81
who
months.
I
Thank
guess
you.
I've never collabed before with. So
Yeah,
I was a bit nervous, but you've been really sweet and you were really open, and I'm really glad because
Aw.
I really enjoyed talking to you today.
Yeah, of course, me too. I honestly get like that as well. Like sometimes I worry that people think that I'm standoffish or something. It's just like, no, I feel bad asking
Yeah.
people first in case like,
Yep.
in case they feel bad saying no. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
oh, I don't know what to say.
Same exact way, dude. I'm always just a little scared. So thank you so much. It was so much fun.
Aw, well, thank you so
Thank
very, very
you.
much. It
Thank you.
was awesome. Um, did you want to like? So you're finishing up as well? Did you want to like try and double raid someone? Did you have anyone in
Yeah.
mind? We could like raid bomb them with all of the love from both chapters.
Yeah, let's raid somebody. Let's
Hell
do it. That'd be
yeah.
really fun. I love double raiding.
Mhm.
It's like a big nuclear bomb. Blah. With a bunch of silly willies in chat. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, chat. Who are you guys thinking we should raid, huh?
Mm. I will
I'm
follow
thinking.
your lead.
Okay. If you do have someone you're thinking, I don't mind as well. I usually like when we have like a big CCV, I like to direct it to someone who's smaller usually.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
Uh,
Let's see. Yeah, if you have any
ooh.
smaller peeps too, let me know.
What about Shinomiya, who does like the foogies for a lot of people? You know, like my scuffed foogie. They're doing a foogie-thon right now, so we could double raid them. It's like a marathon where
yes.
they're doing a bunch of foogies, so we could do that.
Let's do it. Yeah. Can you send me their username too, please?
Yeah, of course. Hold on. Here we go.
Thank you so much. Shino is so talented.
Yeah, they're
Let's hacking do
amazing.
it.
I love their stuff.
Yahoo! Okay.
There we go.
Perfect. All right.
Awesome. I will see you there then. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay.
I'm gonna say goodbye to my chat.
Yes, I shall do the same. Have a good
Okay,
rest of
okay.
your day.
You
Bye-bye.
as well. Bye. Aw, that was nice. Oh god, I gotta get rid of this entire setup now. Hold on. Okay. Leave collab. Oh god. I'm alone at the tea party. Hold on. Let me disassemble everything as quickly as I can. Boop. There we go. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you had a nice stream. Oh, I'm rating in 10 seconds. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Daspu, thank you for the 40 Rio.